Mr. Warren Buffett, the succession plan that is going to be placed at Berkshire Hathaway, how do you see it happening? And given that your shoes are going to be huge for someone to fill, how well and how strong is your succession plan as on today? Do you think you put the pieces in place?
A majority, when our board of directors meets, a majority of the time is spent talking about succession. And the board has identified 4 people that any one of the 4 could step into my shoes and in many respects do a better job. So if I should die tonight, the board would meet tomorrow morning and they know exactly who they would put in my job as chief executive. And that is a responsibility that I have and the board has always, to have a reservoir of at least a few people that could take my position and to have in mind which one they would actually do if it happened immediately. It's a job that it's the primary job of the board of directors, and we are in very good shape on this. We weren't in good shape 30 years ago. I mean, we did not have the reservoir of talent that we have now. Many years ago, my partner Charlie Munger would have followed me, but he's older than I am. So between the two of us, we're 167 years old. I mean, so he's not in a position to do it. But we have at least 4. There really are more than that, but that's the ones we've identified. Those.
What do you think is going to be the challenge of the successor who actually takes up your shoes?
Biggest challenge? Well, the biggest challenge is they'll get compared with what I've done. And they will have to establish their own credentials. People are used to me. The managers are used to me. People who think about selling their businesses know I'm kind of a known quantity. So they know how I'm going to behave if they sell their business to me. And the managers know how I'm going to behave when they work with me. And when anybody new comes along, obviously people are going to spend the first year or 2 forming new judgments about that person. So in a sense, that person will have to earn his own spurs, in a sense. But it'll happen. They'll be a little different than I will. But the important thing that they have to preserve is the culture of Berkshire Hathaway, which is letting really talented managers run their own businesses, being a wonderful home for people that may have to sell a good business for one reason or another. And that can be done, and it will be done.
You've been revered around the world as the best investor ever born. How do you take that adulation, and what do you think is going to be your response to your millions and thousands of fans out here about the way you take your success? What is the success mantra of Warren Buffett?
I just keep doing what I've been doing all my life and what I enjoy. It's nice to have a lot of investors come to Berkshire Hathaway's annual meeting or something of the sort, but I'm just painting the same painting that I've been painting for 60 plus years, and it doesn't change my life. I go to work at the same time, I eat the same food, I wear the same clothes, everything. I have a privileged life, but it's an unchanged life, and I work with people I love around me. They make my life easy, so I just can't complain about anything. I'd like to find something to complain about, but I just don't know what it would be.